Okay, so if you're doing it by hand and you want to find your x and your y intercepts, to find your x-intercept, you're going to plug 0 in for y and solve, and you should get 6. And to find your y-intercept, you plug 0 in for x and solve, and you should get 3. So 6 and 3. And if you want to check it on your calculator, you're going to add a graph. Since this is in standard form and we want to see that we did it correctly in standard form, this is going to default you to like something like y equals, so we don't want that. So go to menu, graph entry edit. We're graphing an equation and it's a line, and click the one that looks like standard form. If there's no number in front of x, you should put a 1, and then we'll put a 2 in front of y and a 6 for the constant. So that gives us the line. And if we want to see points on the line, we can trace this. So go to menu and then trace, graph trace, and then you can just move back and forth. So it'll tell you the y-intercept is 3, and if you go all the way down, this tells you that the x, too far. The x-intercept is 6. It's not going to call it an x-intercept, though. It calls it a 0. Okay. Questions?
Why is it called a 0?
It's a good question. Later on, when we solve, so let's say we're looking at this in slope-intercept form.
Yeah.
We're finding the x value when y equals 0. And so they call it a 0 because it's a solution.
Oh, because it's a solution.
And when you're
the solution.
exactly.
Okay.
So when we turn them into like equations, they start referring to them as zeros because you're finding the x solution of it.
Got it.
Yeah.